Hey, John.
I said I'm walking now, trying to save my feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking now, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of sugar cane.
Hey, y'all. Did y'all hear me talking to myself? I was really
If I stop walking, y'all,
reading the comments.
the
Ha
cane
ha.
trip me up.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
John. Hey,
come
y'all.
walk with me and save your feet and toes. Yeah, I
Thanks for coming
said
on the
come walk
walk.
with me,
Yeah.
save your
John, our
feet and
moderator, is in the
toes.
chat, and I didn't put up my cash app, and I gotta
Cause
ask
if I
y'all
stop
for
walking now,
$1.50.
they cut me up until I'm just a
Yeah.
nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet.
Yeah. But you
Yeah,
don't gotta walk with
I
me.
said come walk with me, save
Hey,
your toes
you
and
don't gotta
feet.
walk with me. You can lift your weights.
Cause when you
You
walk
can do
with
your
me,
chair exercises.
you can eat
You
two,
can
two,
stand up
three.
and walk in place, or line up and
I'm
walk
walking,
wall to
y'all,
wall, or
trying to
jump on
save
your
my
bike.
feet and toes.
Start your treadmill.
I
Hey,
said I'm
John,
walking now,
thanks. Hi, John, put the
trying to
cash app
save my
up.
feet and
Yeah.
toes.
Thanks, John. Let's get this party
Cause if I
started,
stop
y'all.
walking now,
Oh,
they
yeah.
cut me up until I'm just a nose.
Oh, yeah. That is Rod on the guitar. Rod Jackson on the guitar. I didn't start the treadmill yet. Hold on, y'all.
Power on.
Okay, there it is.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. I didn't wipe that extra camera well. Y'all keep going. Bummer. Bummer, I didn't clean this. Okay, way better. Alright, I'm not gonna do it with y'all. That's intrusive. I got a public service announcement to make. I got a public service announcement to make. I was on the YouTube streets, and the TikToker, JD Delay, he brings his TikTok over to YouTube. That's why I started looking at TikTok too. So, he had a video, a short, and it's out of North Carolina, because I think it says Spartanburg. I remember seeing that Spartanburg on the I-95 when we used to drive from New York to Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, and it was a sheriff there, and a lady was interviewing him. And the sheriff said, "We don't want FEMA down here. Take the love. Messing around with us. They ain't doing nothing but getting in the way." So the reporter says, getting in the way? Isn't FEMA helping you? And the sheriff said, "No, we take care of our own." Now let me translate that for y'all. Now let me do a translation. FEMA ain't coming in here helping no blacks and Hispanics. And we, European Africans, but they call themselves white people, we white people take care of ourselves. So, if you know a family member that's a victim of Hurricane Helene, have them call or contact FEMA directly. They are going to block FEMA from getting to you and tell you that FEMA is not doing anything to help you. That's the same thing they've been doing for years. If your baby needs dry clothes and ain't nobody got no money to give you, FEMA got. Call, handle your business. Tell them to go and put it directly into your savings account. Tell them to put it directly into your savings account. If you can find a way to get to the internet, contact them directly. Because I see now what those folks are doing. They want African Americans and Latinos to go around and say, oh, FEMA's not helping us. FEMA's trying to help you. But it's these sheriffs that's blocking them. They don't want them to help African American and Hispanics. And as he said, we take care of our own. Thanks for the love. Contact FEMA directly yourself. If you want to remain anonymous, remain anonymous. Because it could be some kind of backlash. Ain't there a sheriff in another town that if you have a Democratic sign up, you're going to be investigated? Contact FEMA directly. Find dry land, go to the library. If they drive, they got computers. And contact FEMA yourself. Don't nobody got to know but you and FEMA. Because clearly, these small towns and stuff, like these Republican states, they are blocking. See, you know why I know it's blocking? I'm going to get to our topic. It's blocking because when I was small, and they used to do all those ads about the little babies, little African babies with their big bellies, and when we used to ask, why are they starving? They have so much, how are they starving? And you learn it was a crooked politician, police, and military that was making them starve. Any kind of food or aid that was given to them, the politicians, the police, and the military blocked it. And they didn't mind the children starving. So that's what that sheriff was saying. I don't want FEMA down here helping no black and Hispanics. We trying to get rid of them. We tossing whoever left in the lake and letting it go down. How they gonna know we threw them in there? Now you say to yourself, why you ain't mad at the rain? Why you ain't mad at the storm? Why you ain't mad at that tree that was uprooted by the water and smashed into your house and knocked it over? How are you more angry at black people and immigrants that could not ever be able to move that tree to smash your house. Could never make that rain. They could never make that hurricane. But you're warped and deluded. You're all focused. Instead of saying, listen, we're going to do something about climate change and control. I see what's going on. It's called preservation and survival. They don't have that. Their whole thing is, this is our chance to finally get rid of them black and Hispanic people. And so they're blocking people. Go to them directly. Go to them directly. Skip the middleman. Because if you try to go through the middleman, that's that sheriff. And he ain't letting the FEMA in. So, now for our topic at hand. He ran around handing out cigars. Now the he was a proverbial he from my childhood when they used to show men and women what they had to change. When Lucy, I Love Lucy, got pregnant, they had to call it the Spanish word for pregnancy because they wouldn't let them say she was pregnant. And then she had to wear all these big flowery dresses and stuff like that. And Ricky, she was in labor, y'all know what happened. And he was running around handing out cigars. And that's how all the shows went. So they have no idea what that woman went through in delivery. Ricky was sympathetic to Lucy. But just as little as he could be. He wasn't in the delivery room to see what Lucy went through. He would have found empathy. When I had my daughter, thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. When I had my daughter, oh, y'all love nicely. When I had my daughter, thanks. I called the taxi to come get me. Y'all loving me, thank you. My husband was still saying, well, it's not supposed to be till the 1st. This is the 28th. Why don't you just lay there a while? Why don't you just... He had no idea what pain I was going through, what I was feeling. He didn't want to wake up to go with me to the hospital. So at that moment, I was like, it's me and you, kids. I went because I had to walk. So I walked down to the corner to meet the cab and put my case in, and we drove to the front of the house. And my husband, the baby's father, came out the house and jumped in the taxi. I registered to go in. They took my suitcase. I went upstairs. I didn't see him. I went in at 1 o'clock. I didn't see him till almost 7 o'clock the next day. He held the baby, he laughed, he smiled. But he was detached. See, it didn't take work for him to get a child. It took work and walking on the line of death for me to get a child. But for him, it was easy peasy, bone easy. He never told me where he was. I know he was happy. He did straighten up the house a little bit and got the crib ready. Then when I got home, because he has no empathy, he has no idea what I went through. He don't got a clue, clucks, or clam what I went through. He couldn't understand why I couldn't get up and do stuff. Why he had to bring stuff to me. By the second day the baby was home, he was out. He went out with his friends. He had to go let people know that he had a child and he had to drink with them. I was at home crying into my pillow. Pain so severe I never felt again in my life. Didn't faze him. He didn't know what I went through. I had a baby in my stomach when I went in, and when I came out, I didn't. Can't be that hard. That's another one of them reasons why I only have one child. That's another one of them reasons I only have one child. At times I couldn't understand how he could be so detached, but I was attached. But let me tell you, as I got older and I spoke to women at work and different things, I would tell them the story of my daughter's birth. And they would say stuff like, well, my baby's father got unlifed while I was in the hospital giving birth. Talking about fucking detached. Out drinking or whatever. While she's in the hospital pushing out the baby. So then, he never even got a chance to see his child. That's how detached he was. Instead of sitting his ass down somewhere and wait to bring home his baby and the baby's mother. Then I heard another story when I was talking about my husband and how it's just like easy peasy for him. This girl looked at me and said, how about being dropped off at the hospital to have the baby and nobody comes to pick you back up? That's fucking detachment. You ain't even come back to see the baby? Just split. I used to get angry sometimes. I said, how do they do that? How do they do that? done. I had to check from the time I brought her from the hospital. I had to put a mirror under her nose to check to see if she was breathing. He never did none of that. If she didn't wake up or her bottle was late, I would go and lift her fingers and lift them a few times, which is really bad, because the minute she started moving them, which is the results I wanted, she would wake up. He did none of that. He was like, well, she breathing. And I remember one time saying to him, well, how can you tell? That's when I started using the mirror. Totally detached. But that dropping you off to have a baby and never coming back, that is total detachment. And now here we are. Here we are. At the whim of the most detached human being on the planet. Old men. And that's who's running this penal colony. They came from the baby is easy peasy bowl of easy. They came from the wife having the baby one day and back in the field the next day. And if you can't do that, then there's something wrong with you. They have no empathy. And the most unempathetic group is sitting on the Supreme Court. It's in these cults. The ones that teach the evils of women. The cults. The one that says, oh, that's her problem, that's her deal. You just come back when she get better and start humping again. The ones that have no idea what cramps are. Oh, I didn't tell you that story. My husband wouldn't go to the store and get me sanitary napkins. I had to call my sister. Today y'all got Instacart. Dial or Uber. They can go pick up shit for you. We didn't have that then. He was so detached. I knew when the baby was running out of diapers, he didn't have a clue. Again, I'm talking to women, and they're saying, did he change her? I said, once. They said, well, at least he changed her. Men didn't do that. They don't like to smell the duty. Now you say, what do men do when they go to the bathroom to release the waste that they have eaten? What do they do when they sit on that toilet bowl? What is that called again? Duty. But somehow, they can't smell baby's duty. Now, honey, I've had chances to go by a men's room. And trust me, Baby duty is like perfume to that shit they be putting out. But they can't change diapers. But from what my daughter's telling me, now you do. You gotta put that connection in. Our generation and this group here that's trying to do this bullshit, they didn't have that. They ran around handing out cigars while the wife was walking the thin line between life and death. They were sitting in the bars having drinks or out drinking and carrying on and getting a life. I'm telling you. And that's who doesn't care if a baby who gets sick while you're carrying. They don't know about babies being sick and being unlived within you. They don't know that. They have no empathy towards childbirth. Thanks for the love. They have no empathy. It ain't gonna kill her. Look at all them babies she done pushed out. They have no empathy. And those are the ones that attacked Roe v. Wade after RGB passed away. Yeah, y'all. Whew. Yeah, y'all. Right? Yeah, y'all. They don't get that connection. But now my daughter tells me, my daughter tells me that they are now. That men straight from the womb have their chest there so that baby can feel their heartbeat and smell them and know that they are friend and not foe. Please. I had my daughter at 7 something and the next evening. So he was 24 hours behind me. And the nurses and the doctors. And that's who wants to control our reproductive system. People who have no empathy for women. Especially, listen, I'm an old woman. They ain't got enough for me. If I don't get to the other side of that street on time, I am roadkill like the squirrels. They not only do they have empathy for me, they detest me as an old woman and a black woman. Whew. No empathy for me. But they don't have empathy for women who give birth or in childbirthing years. You know, it's something to say, oh, let me touch your breast. But it's something to say to a mother who is lactating and feeding your child to say, honey, I know that those lobes is very hard. Just lay back. Let me get this oil. Let me massage you up. Let me loosen it up so that milk can come out. Let me take that pain off you. But you have to know she in pain first. If you're an empath, you know she's in pain. You know those breasts is bigger than when you was dating her. Let's get the weights. Have some empathy. Oh yeah, I had girlfriends that got pregnant. And that's why I know what I'm talking about, because I would have to go over there. And when I saw them moaning and stuff, I was like, you got some lotion? You got some lotion? You got some baby oil? And yes, I would. I would massage it until all those lymph nodes and milk things relaxed. And then I would go home. But her boyfriend, he had no empathy. So he didn't know. He wanted to touch him and squeeze him and anything, anything for sexual gratification. But nothing for pain relief. All for sexual gratification, not pain relief. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's why I knew I would never have another child. Whew. He ignored the first one and the second one. My head couldn't take it. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not pay for 2 children? He was already not paying for 1. I could not have him not pay for 2. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I couldn't do it to myself. Whew. He got 1. I got 1. I wanted her more than air. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one for good luck. Now this would be the part where I would say, Whew. Tell Granny Luck what you want. The holidays is coming up. Y'all got wants. Y'all hear me every time I extra. I always get that wanting for good luck. I got good luck. So, $1.50 to my Cash App and a note. What you trying to do? What you want to do? So let me look at these comments. John's in there handling it, so no worries there. Okay, thanks, John. Thanks, John. Oh, yeah, John. Thanks. Thanks, John. John is saying root, 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 root. Thank you so much, John. Hey, thanks all of y'all. Thank you. Now, in November, like before Halloween, or I say the day after Halloween, we're going to be walking for 45 minutes through November. That's my birthday month. And my birthday is at the end of the month. And a great present from me, thanks for the love, to myself, is walking that 45 minutes. My heart knows, my lung knows, my little capillary veins know, my little intravenous veins know. It's arteria. Vein know. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. But since I just stopped walking in the morning in October, I didn't want to jump to nights and do 45 minutes. I wanted to let us do the 25 minutes, be comfortable with 25 minutes, and then we'll hit the 45. Hey, John, the best moderator on the planet. Thanks so much for your help and all you do. And subscribers, love you, love you, love you. Onlookers, love you, love you, love you. As long as you exercising, I love it. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk.